Hello and welcome. I completely forgot to turn on the mic. Had to do that. Sorry for the awkward silence. Anyway, my name is Dislike Cosmo. My voice cracked because of the beating on the because I hit my chest. Let's see. Trying to get everything to run. Alright. Anyway, I'll be continuing on with Noire. I didn't fix up the previous cases I need to fix up, but I will later. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose Monday to be the day to do another stream day. Also, I think I'm gonna add Twisted Metal into the horror month category. It's pretty much one contestant per horror month. Why did this game always go into 720? You know what? Screw it. It's not like it allows borderless window anyway. And it still looks fine on the stream. So it's not like you'll notice. It was like came from the PS3 game, so 720 was the resolution. Display, graphic. I'll still put these to the highest. Oh. Right. Homicide. The red lipstick murder. Yeah, the last case was pretty crazy. Went from some abusive pedophile green possibility and to a gang fight. Boy, it's starting to get crazy. Wait, I didn't finish this?
No!
Oh, wait, I did.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Well, now we gotta solve
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Right, new partner.
I saved a whole year for that car.
We wanted to move in together when we're not even married.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
That price is outrageous.
Nice day for it.
Is the game audio even working? Let's try. Alright.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Alright, fine.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
Are we any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Yeah, the 40s, back when suit is the fashion. So everyone's wearing a suit, despite how stuffy it had to be.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Ooh. Okay, that is.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Start with the body.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Any time of death?
Interesting.
Alright, not looking.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Anything useful?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Okay, I gotta match up on that.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Must be a murder weapon.
Nope.
Nope. Someone just left the golf club.
Junk. What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
When we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst on a case like this.
Can't spare any time. I've got to prepare an evidence brief.
So only thing to check is the lipsticks. Hairboard is irrelevant. Right? Let's check my intuition. I already get a lot of clues. Looking on the body. A few BD and text. Blunt force head injuries to head and face of victim. Missing jewelry. Wedding ring, so she's married. Size 8 footprint. Do we even know the victim's name?
Find anything interesting?
Name should be Jane Doe for it.
Werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got next.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Finish those. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So Phillips, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Still haven't found it now. place. Alright. Turn right and left.
Central Unit, Car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Drove me up.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Real professional there.
Can I have another spoon? Say, honey, what time did you get off with me, Tim?
10.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
To pay for that?
Celine? Oh, Christ.
In the house, officer.
Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
All right.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Yeah, that was an easy doubt.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
he would.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McColt. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Oh, waitress, can I have another spoon?
I got a call back for that Universal
Got a
Tourist
Hawaiian
bus.
get up here. Alright, we got an address.
Let's
Done
get
with
out of
drink?
here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
He drove me up from Ohio.
No drinking on the job, dude.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
It's your car anyway, dude.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job of a healthy thirst of vengeance.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, Carl. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
I hope you maintain that attitude or that, as we say it, professionalism. Ooh, get a call box.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Someone's taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Alright. Jacob Hungry. Guess you cleared name.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Hey, Lonely Vine. Going to the stream. Let me give you a shout out. Let's see. Where's Twitch? Breaking? So how you been doing? I seen that you were streaming, but I didn't wasn't able to check what you were streaming. So I wasn't able to be
Side
there.
window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint. Don't get that.
It's rummaged. How's it? How's her? That's suspicious.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate.
Oh.
My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
So this dude's now accomplice to murder. Frick. I hated that. I hate that dude. Give me a glass of milk. Ooh. Warm glass of milk? Or cold? Must be the pilot.
Doesn't appear to be connected.
Good to know there was a pilot. Let's see. Key.
Don't think this is any use to us.
A hot glass of milk. Little?
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
What company? Nobody put a brand on the shoe. Nothing.
No good to me.
If you're so broad, you can find me in the
Selena and
apartment
Jacob
too.
are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Hope you enjoyed the repair.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
So what do you think could have happened in here, Ronnie Vaughn? 2 hits better than 1. Maybe you could help with the solving.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Doesn't look like anything.
Oh. May find a person.
A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
So she likes to fly planes.
I don't think so.
Is this a blow dryer? Alright. Let's start with the victim. Celine Hengry. This is the wife. And Jacob Hengry. They seem to have been having a bit of a marriage problem. She died on a hill naked with blunt force trauma to the head. Multiple. And Jacob Henry, still don't know where he is. Came to his house to find him, or to find a break-in. We have a possible motive for murder, but we can't rule it out. But it seems that he's missing. Doesn't seem very good. Seems we got all the clues. Or I hope I did. Yes, it is. Why is there a blue dot here? Maybe a witness.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Marital problems. Well, they got a clue. But
let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Whoa! Easy!
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money,
my
the
interesting
broad
case,
keeps
don't
the
you
house
think?
looking like that, so you probably deserved it. Skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off their backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
it's like a crime drama. Or CSI, so if you ever watch CSI.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Alright. Get back.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
We got a football.
I get even the slightest sense that you're a flight risk, pal.
Seems irrelevant.
Alcoholism illness? I guess he has an alcohol problem. Maybe he needs a book to teach him how to deal with it.
Do you think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
Okay, you know what? Gotta put the display mode. To 1920. This game always goes to 720p. And that's window mode.
He'll be back in. Just sit tight.
Thanks for the offer. I need you to do something about my wife.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
What are you written that thing on marker? Size 8? Size 11?
Size 11s.
But the shoe that was around the murder was a size 8.
Maybe. No.
Baseball bat on the ground. Can't show clues. Maybe those are all the clues. Alright. Nothing in the bin. Or the box. What's this?
Nothing significant.
So he was gonna move in here? Or was he a mover?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
There's no proof of where he went. So let's
We get
doubt
the
it.
impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
Good to see him moving forward? That's an X?
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Out of hand.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
You didn't leave. I mean, you did beat her.
My wife was a drunk. It was a sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't.
That was an X. Dang it. Alright.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth?
I got
Huh?
evidence for that.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
I got something.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. Not the going out type.
I guess that's the truth.
Did a neighbor see you? Talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bring all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh. Just that. What's this bunker?
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched.
She seems a bit
Check for
distraught about
messages.
her friend's death.
Keep old Slugger here company.
And the dude here just went slugging. Like an idiot.
Look, I don't have anything more to say.
Hurry it up and
Any
call
ideas?
in, Phelps. I'm not sitting on this asshole forever.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks.
All right,
Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alright, let's get Mendez. gonna punch an officer, dude.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Alright, let's head around. Wow, this guy's pretty close, actually.
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things. You're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
His brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, though. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Oh, so close. Oh, crap. Turn around and then...
Please?
Studies show 3 out of 4 women lack sufficient iron. If you are losing weight, feeling run down, weak, or easily upset, get the vigor and pep you need by using Rise and Shine yeast and by taking Rise and Shine yeast tablet supplements. It helps regain strength and needed powers to feel and do your best. Go to your grocery or druggist and say, Rise and Shine, please. We now return you to regular programming.
Mendez, apartment 16.
I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
Okay, these are the zeros, so it's on the upper floor. Seven, no, okay. Can I go down a bit? No, up a bit, but let's see what's down here. Maybe I can find some mails. Ah, 4th floor.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
Oh, so we hear ding ding ding. Yes. That means there's a clue nearby. Alright. Times probably 14.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Check my intuition. Okay, there's the soul clues is on.
Incidental.
But it looks like the same key. Carton of eggs.
This isn't what we're looking for. I doubt it. Not everything here is going to be relevant.
So the ring is just means it's interactable. Same bar.
Probably not.
Gun.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Seriously? It's a gun. Oh, shoot. 8.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Oh.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Yeah, and a murder weapon too.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Of course you're
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there. You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
That's some guy who went to the army. Or the Marine Corps. Track and field.
Get in and drive. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Now when there's people around.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
Shock towers and variety shows.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Give it up, LAPD!
Back out and explain to
I
do.
ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Still need to go in for questioning. Like why he did it.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Really? Oh wow. They're only offer him a drink. Running in the central lockup. Hey, I'll take it. But that's one way to leave a brother hanging. I think that's worse than leaving someone a high five.
This pain to cool the love you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
The golden butterfly. I'm probably expecting him to be a designated driver, you know, avoid drunk driving. But would they ever consider, could they ever like worry about drunk driving before in this time period? I highly doubt it. Oh! homicide.
Galloway.
It's another
Got
woman.
it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Mary says we're staying, but if I guarantee he'll walk.
Isn't he a cop who won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Maybe. Alright, I guess I try. No, just go straight up. I guess.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
You need to go up. Syracuse case. Get the Syracuse on the loose. Be a PR nightmare.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for
So
that
you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
It's time to get better and better.
This is awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Detective, I was first on scene.
Oh.
I don't know what makes you so
On
stupid,
scene.
but it really works.
Before I
All
ask
these
anything,
It's gotta be some
clues.
big, right?
I'll be right with you, sister. Naked. Like before.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent teacher coronation. Looks like an education.
The motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
Guess maybe we're gonna check around it. Okay, nothing.
Officer Gonzalez, back 999.
Parent Teacher Association, PTA.
Victim of white female Jane Doe on Hill Street. Possible ID of Deidre Muller. Run through the name details.
This time she was strangled. Or worse.
Looks like she was tied up.
Sleep does it first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
So probably watch on her arm.
What's this mark? A cut on her finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Looks like there's a bite mark on her arm.
Nope. The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
At the hand, the head. There's literal visible strangulation going on the neck. Finally.
Ligature mark is very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you. Detectives, R&I says that Deidre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You spoken to Carruthers yet?
Yet. What's his deal? Alright, let me check for any other possible evidence.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Alright, let me check my intuition. Alright, that's all the clues. Let's ask him.
All these cars. It's got to be something big, right?
Alright,
This is awful.
it's like
Just awful.
8 a.m.
Why
in
can't
your
we get any
area,
closer?
but I don't know
So
if
what's going on over there?
daylight savings being accounted for, or 8:41 a.m.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along. Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
Oh, come on. Dang. It's 9 o'clock in your area. Okay, maybe I should have restarted. I'll restart the case because I didn't think, Alright, at least I should ask question to do before. Jeez, why isn't there a freaking skip button?
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've
hours.
seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your
I
newspaper.
don't know why we still following daylight savings.
I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
This is no battle of wits between you and me. I never pick on an unarmed man. He's a waste in the police force. Good-looking boy like that should go into politics.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Our destination.
Did a decent job on the head.
Okay, you don't follow daylight savings in your area.
I can tell
You're
you're
lucky.
nice. Your lips are moving.
Detective, I was first on scene.
If olive oil comes from olives, where's baby oil come from?
Clear
Ignore
this
the
area
reporter.
immediately.
Just get the juice.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
So I didn't need it. I thought someone else was said about anything. Wow, there's a small detail. I'll skip everything.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail I copied.
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Let me check the head. Fine, ring first.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Signature mark is very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
All right, let's get this over with.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money? Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Alright, got that.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
If he was... the husband reported the wife is missing, he would never be calling if he didn't know, if he was the murder subject. Probably jump town if he
You're
could.
behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
The mourners.
Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eyes don't care.
This conversation is over.
I didn't know he was married. I didn't know he had a kid, wife with kids. That's new information. No, I think we just be doing 2 cases for this one. That'll be short.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in a moment. Just sit tight.
Seriously? Smoking in front of a kid? I guess back then smoking was considered healthy.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back. Nothing to worry about.
Don't think this is anything.
Alright, I'm back. There's a clue. Maybe notes. Some fresh lemon.
Optimistic, Cole. Circumstantial.
Time to stretch.
Hey, Chrono.
My fucking back.
How you been doing, Chrono? Are you enjoying the cold weather or starting to get cold weather? I'm doing fine.
Daddy should be on his way.
All right. Clues. Oh, suit.
Brooklyn's. Size 8s.
Ever played Noire, Chrono? Still missing clues.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring.
There's some watching Ring. No, but that's all the clues. If so, all clues are then it's no longer on, so that means we got all the clues. And she plays violin. Time to interrogate a little girl.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
State of your parents'
Your
marriage.
mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
It's doubt.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. Bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Golden butterfly. Brooch.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Oh, she's looking away.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Did I doubt her? Do you think she's telling the truth? Let me use my intuition. That's the community. No, it's the truth.
I know it's painful, Michelle. This may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Amy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin
I guess
watch.
this is like
Daddy bought it for
the
her
Phantom
birthday.
Thief, like the season
The
thing
face.
before it was like the thing.
It was kind of a makeup present.
Which one came first? This game or
Thanks, Miss Muller.
or Persona 5?
You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
He's in distraught.
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Where were you on that murder?
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
But she... Lie.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Well, she was calling you a whole lot.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Did you file a missing persons report?
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
That price is outrageous.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Goddamn Bruins are having a season.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
There he is, officer.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
You drove me up to Mulholland? I needed some lunch.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on besides. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Colt. Puts a lot of people away that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. Stand by for further unit to handle. Identify code 2.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Saturday's the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where? You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help. Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Isn't he the cop that won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Let's take a quick intermission for news.
Coyotes became a scourge to maroon livestock and poultry. They were
11 King calling KGPL.
It's KGPL. Go ahead, 11K.
We found evidence in a vehicle at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street. We need Ray Pinker and the tech services team.
Roger, 11 King.
Also requesting interrogations be set up at Central for both suspects currently being held in the Moeller case, KGPL.
11K, Roger.
For the Coyote.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
I don't know about this. My gut says Mueller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't me. Hell, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not in immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Bellevue.
He's a peeper rustler. We can pick him up for something else.
Really want to run that risk?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Slow down.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed? Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. Coroners.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
All right. Better turn off the.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
They want to do one.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
All right.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't misplace big yellow letters HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
It's pretty blooded one, though.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Seems to be the truth.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitch and braid. It stays tied.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Literally any of these.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman? I done told you I found that pretty thing. I never stole it.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this case, but my consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain and the Hat Squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? For my money, you go over the number one suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time to get hit.
Okay, rule number 2. The father.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next door neighbor screaming coming from your house. You were wearing blood-stained shoes. You have no one to confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row. And all you have to say to yourself is, I didn't do it. I swear I killed her. Give me that light test. I can prove it. Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo? Because I didn't need to believe it. Are you going to tell me what I want to know? Or do we have to take it out of you in lumps? There's a shot. I can take care of it through that one.
Really?
You know anything about ropes, Hugo? As much as the next man. I was a scout. I was in the army. You learned to sprang the rope in the army? With rope, with Gary, and mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still killed my wife for argument's sake. What type of rope would you use? If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
Not looking good.
Your wife was beaten with tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of a tool for a mechanic. I know nothing about any tire iron. Sure. You're going to die for this one. Give me some stuff if I'm going to believe your story. My conscience is clear. You can't be mad at me if you were hitting anything.
Sort of.
We found your wife's car. Someone marked it at the school late last night. You have anything to say about that? It wasn't me. Where do you keep your work clothes? I keep work locked.
Lie.
Enough lies. Hugo, your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Green overalls, bloodstained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
I don't think it's the husband.
We're letting you go for now, Mueller. Go home and see your daughter. And work on your story. It's got more holes than a batting cage.
Oh, they killed her. Too mournful.
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Off the road. I just let you go and this one to pull.
Hit it, Frank. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it on the road, goddammit.
Tram! Deus ex machina. We got lucky, Russell.
You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps.
Show me your hands.
I let you go and this what you pull. So you could have been with your daughter.
I have to say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Still down a murder charge, lives of an orphan.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army.
Lieutenant!
Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Good to see the whole film is pretty informative. Right. I think I ended here. That's 5 cases I need to perfect. So yeah, if you want to see the better ending of those cases, I think it's best to check YouTube. I'm not exactly a good detective type, unfortunately. As you can tell by the boss. Alright, we'll be